Welcome. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing and component overview of AQUATICA, a game published by Arcane Wonders and Cosmodrome Games. So down at the table, we'll go ahead and get the shrink wrap off and take a look at this. So we got some beautiful artwork, AQUATICA, Simple Diving, Deep Strategies. So on the back, you see the deep waters of the oceans are hiding many secrets and unknown creatures. Among sharks, whales, corals, and shrimps, there lives an entire civilization of sea folk. For centuries, the great kingdoms of AQUATICA nourished their growing civilization with much success, but such prosperity came at a cost. They must now explore the ocean depths in search of the necessary resources they so desperately need. Become one of the Sea Kings and lead your kingdom to prosperity. You can see this is one of the Dice Tower Essentials. Ages 14 and up, 1 to 4 players, and about 60 minutes to play. So let's take a look inside. Let's see here. Got some replacement cards and dispose of the originals. We'll go ahead and take a quick peek at those. We got Sol the Great and Adela the Liberator. So these will be replacing some others in the core game here. So we've got our board. Nice thick tiles, folds out. So it looks like we've got a supply pile and some goals we'll be trying to meet during the game. Pretty good rule book here. So 31 pages. Goal of the game, always nice to know. Going over the game components, game board, player setup, and concepts. How to play with our actions, effects, and so forth. So not too daunting. Nice illustrations for everything, and then discussing the solo mode, which looks like you're just playing to beat your previous score. And got some punch outs. I think these are going to be different goals for us instead of the ones that were on the board. We got our player boards, and they've got places for to slide our cards into, so that's one of the neat mechanics on this game. We've got 4 of those. And a lot of manas and cards, which of course we will take a closer look at. This looks like a fairly simple game to set up, so along with looking at the components, we're going to do setup. So I've got the game board set out. We need to set up the ocean characters, so there's going to be 2 of each type. So you can see we've got researchers and their special abilities, the grabber, the meg, diplomatic crab, turtle the treasure, manta's leader, anglerfish, sneaky eel, and the healer. So we'll shuffle all these up. And we're going to place the 6 out on the board, and see below it's going to be the cost to recruit. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 coins. Then we have our locations deck, which is going to have the cost it takes to get or the amount of power it takes to fight, and some abilities, prestige points, and the type of card it is. So large selection of these cards and nice art. So for setup, once again, get all these shuffled up. Place them down on their track and bring out 6 of those. Then we have all the manas down on the board. So these are the wild ones. So we'll get one of each different type. And these are pretty cool. So nice miniatures. Got their unused side getting their ability, and once they're used, they go over to their other side that just has their symbol in the back. So they're going to do different things, moving our location, giving us money, and additional fight. So we just want those pile off to the side, face up. And that's pretty much it for board setup. Unless you want to change the goals, does recommend starting with the 4 on the board starting out, or advanced. You can get some different goals to put up there. Of course, the rule book goes over what those goals will be. Then for setting up each player, we all get our own board. We'll choose one of the base 4 symbols, and we'll get the starter cards for each of those. So we're looking at this symbol up here. So each set is 6 cards. They all have the same characters in them. So it can either be that symbol, the green triangle, kind of the sun looking one, or the 3 diamonds. So you take those cards, collect your matching set of trained mantas, and they are all going to be the same. The only difference they have is one of those is going to give you +2 fight at a different location. So you've got +1 money, +1 fight, moving your location. You can see for this one, looks like we're going to the volcano. Whereas this one gives you +2 fight at a different treasure or location. Same thing on that one. So you're basically all getting the same effects. It's just one is going to give you a different effect at a different area. And then we all get our own king. So we've got Kai the Nimble, Xander the Usurper, Mara the Shady, Soul the Great, and this is one of the cards that's getting replaced. So you can see his ability is a little bit better. So this one comes in, that one goes out of the game. Then we've got the Liberator. That was the other one that got changed. So we'll bring in her newer, better card. Then Fancelot the Alluring, Herbert the Forceful, and Theseus the Enlightened. So there are several different ways to get this. So you can draft for them. Or if you're just doing basic mode, first player gets the one labeled 1, second player gets the one labeled 2. And that's pretty much all the components in the setup. And it just states the last placer to dive in the sea is the first in turn order. And the basics of this game is victory points, or as they call them, prosperity points. And of course, the neat thing with this is using our board. Whenever you do buy a location, you're going to slide it in here, and depending on its abilities, you're going to get different effects as it moves up the board. And of course, once you get to the end, you'll score it, and you'll have room to put more locations in it. So that's a quick look at all the components in AQUATICA, along with a super quick setup. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, so please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.